15 already, which could be the championship decider for the drivers. The team championship has already been decided, with Benjamin and Tim carrying Renault to their first constructors championship in Formula EuroLeague. But today Benjamin can claim the championship if he outscores his championship rival War-X Rage by 5 points. I'm not going to do this alone. It's not with Jackson, but it's with Evan again. Hello, Evan.
Hello, it's good to be back for another race. It's been a while, but we're here for an exciting race around Singapore. Of course, as you said, Ben can win the title today. He'll be his first ever Formula EuroLeague championship.
Yeah, if he does so, he'll be carrying the 6th straight different champion in Formula EuroLeague. As no other drivers than him and Warrage are in contention. Even after Luke won his second race of the season last week in Monza after who was that? I don't remember his name, and he's not here today. But yeah, he made his debut, but he had a good strategy. But still, Benjamin with 199 points compared to War-X Rage's 152, so he has to outscore him by 5 points, with Luke in 3rd place, almost secured if he outscores Balliner this race. And next one as well with 138 points, Balliner with 134, Cam in 5th with 112 points, and Tim in 6th with 101 points. Renault are the Constructors Champions with 300 points exactly till date. It's Ferrari who is in 2nd with 195 points, Haas with 177, Mercedes with 160, Red Bull with 142, Williams with 116, AlphaTauri with 80 points, McLaren with 69 exactly, Racing Point with 45, and Alfa Romeo rounds off the table with 33 points. So you can say, even when you're lost, you still score 33 points in, which is still 2 races to go. So you can really tell the story how close it is, the grid.
It's really close, and it's exciting to see, because we didn't think it'd be as dominant for Renault this season. I know in a couple of predictions I've seen, it wasn't predicted for Renault to win the championship. They've dominated all season, to be honest. Some could argue Tim has been slightly carried by Ben, but we're not getting into that topic here.
He still scored
not really. He still scored great points and his teammate Ben a lot. But yeah, it's good to see Renault doing well. Of course, they announced Ben and Tim as the drivers for next season again. We'll see, can we see a first double champion, as the lobby is getting ready to go.
Yeah, as you said, Renault did a really good job. Well, Renault has been really strong on pace for the last 2 to 3 seasons, with every season 1 or multiple wins on their name. Last season it was Iran with a magical victory in Monaco. Yeah, really a good constructor to be part of. Always grants success if you drive there. But yeah. Benjamin has to outscore War Rage by 5 points.
Yeah, it's 5, I believe.
Yeah.
So, we'll see, can he do it? Of course, if he does outscore him by 4 points or something, it'll be make it very easy for him to take the title. But,
still,
we'll see, can Warrage. Yeah, it's Formula EuroLeague. We've seen stuff. We've seen crazy stuff happen before.
And sorry to interrupt you, Evan, but one man is back in the car, and it's Steve. We all love Steve. If you don't love Steve, get out of here.
Danny Hiccup is also back in the car tonight. I believe he's back in AlphaTauri after a long break. It's good to see him back, as well as, of course, Steve, the man, the myth, the legend himself. And Matthew said, if you don't know Steve, just leave.
Yeah, he is the founder of Formula EuroLeague, the guy who gave me the opportunity to commentate in Season 3 in Monaco. I remembered it as like I wouldn't drive because I'm still not really good without ABS, especially around Monaco. And then he said, yeah, you can do the commentating stuff, and really from that upwards you can see where I'm now. So I'm really still grateful for that opportunity by Steve.
And of course, Steve is the reason I'm here as well, which is so Steve's still a lot. As qualifying's about to get going, the strategy I believe for today, we'll see a lot of people qualifying on the mediums and the you can never really tell which is quicker until the middle of the race, because in Singapore there is almost a 50% chance that it will be a wet race.
You will get really rain in the pit, so that might say something about the race coming up.
Yeah, maybe I'll try get some info from the drivers to see is it a wet race. As so far, only one driver opting for the mediums, so that's normally a sign of we do have some rain in the race. Of course, it may be a wet to dry. There's no rain actually. We don't have any rain, so.
Well,
a two-stop is the preferred strategy. Steve's actually gone for a set of mediums so far. Steve and Monster, the only two on medium tyres. A dry race could be really fun, as Ben's brother just confirming. We do have an all-dry race, which is quite surprising for Singapore, because you normally see the wet conditions play a factor.
Well, the only thing I have with wet races and league racing, especially in FPL, everyone is just really careful. You don't see that much incidents, and sometimes in the dry, guys just push maybe too hard and crash into each other. While in the wet, they really don't seek their limits on track position and speed. So I often really prefer dry races above wet races sometimes. Really depends on what track.
Yeah, a wet racer in Singapore is literally just avoid the barriers. Where a dry racer in Singapore, it's just like any other race. Be as quick as you can, go for the moves, and try get that win. As we can see, first man to start a qualifying lap is going to be the Alfa Romeo Donkey.
Yeah.
Just coming around to start his qualifying lap. Of course, it's a long lap around Singapore. Yeah. There is 21 corners, I believe.
I think the most on the calendar.
Yeah, I think so, and it won't be anymore if that Saudi Arabia track gets proposed, but we'll ignore that for the minute. The Donkey is coming around down the long back straight. Arguably the best overtaking opportunity on the track, I'd say.
Yeah,
to
one
get a move in. Yeah, turn one as well, and just over the Anderson Bridge as well. You have a little bit of an opportunity there into the hairpin.
Oh, really tie that to the wall. I remember last time we've raced here, we had that wall glitch with only 3 finishes.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I believe that was my first ever race watching. It wasn't a great advertisement, but of course, here we are now. Let's hope the walls decide they're going to stay on the track this time. Or off the track even. And we can see. So Donkey is coming down the second back straight. Of course, it will be a purple lap for him if he can get the lap in. He's first to set a time. And we'll see what the laps are in. What would you say the predicted pole time would be?
I'm not really good at Singapore. It's a track I never drive it down, so I always skip it in career mode as I really hate it to drive. But I think... What do you think, Evan? I think you're more...
I also really skip this track, and I have a Opus here next week, so I will find out then. We'll see what Donkey can set.
In a 1:37, so I think the top guys might be 1.5 seconds quicker on the penultimate lap. Let's see what they will do.
Yeah, that's the little knowledge I do know. That is quite slow. Yeah, 3 seconds quicker for Ryan. Yeah, we were miles off for that one. What? As Tim beats that again by nearly a second, so that was a dreadful lap for Donkey. He's put himself miles down as Cool Hans Carter improved by another 2/10. Danny with a 1:41.1. That's about my level of pace.
And Steve, it's a big crash at I think this is the Anderson Bridge. Yeah.
No. Luke involved as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's happened there. I'm sure we'll
skip back to the street as Steve, I think, shunted Luke. I think he did. Wait, let me get a grip. Yeah, on the stream, Luke goes out of the way. Steve's. Oh, and that's a nasty incident. It was really busy there.
Yeah, because traffic is a big problem.
Yeah.
Just like in the Red Bull ring, traffic can play a big factor in this race. Thankfully, Luke isn't out of the session, so he'll be able to get himself back in the pits and back out on track. I'm rewatching this one myself to see what happened. Steve and Luke. What does Luke do? Oh, yeah, that's really unfortunate there for Steve.
Yeah.
But he'll be back in the race. He has a good strategy now. He can go for a set of mediums or hards.
Yeah. Let's see what Warrage will do. The guy who has to outpace Benjamin by...
Luke is out of the session, sorry.
Yeah.
I got that wrong. Sorry.
But Warrage has to get a good qualifying in, as I don't think the controller really is a favorable track for the Singapore streets.
If it's a wet weather race, pad is quite quick. If it's dry, then not really, but we'll see what he can do. He's a quick driver, of course. He's in the championship fight, and he's there for a reason, so we'll see what lap he can set on the set of softs. It's a 33.7 so far, the fastest time of the day, but I can imagine that will be beaten.
Well, let's see. I think Warrage might has a chance to take provisional pole. I'm not really known at this track, so I don't really know if his lap's good or bad from the outside, but let's see. Oh, just second, look how close it is. 1:33.7. Yeah.
But we still have a lot of people to set times. We have 10 minutes left in the session. We still have, well, we have 9 drivers to set times. As of course, Steve and Luke won't be setting times in this session. They're both out. And a lot of people in the pits, so I wonder, is that invalidations, or they just haven't bothered to come out yet? Obviously on the set of mediums you'll only be doing 1 lap. You won't be doing 2, as there is the Williams. Oh no, he's not on a lap. Currently invalidated his out lap, but of course the out lap doesn't really matter. If you invalidate, you can cut all the corners you like. It won't count for your main lap. And Steve in the chat saying crazy start. Yeah. Definitely not the smoothest way to come back into F1EuroLeague, but we'll see him back in the race.
And Lucas joined back, that's good to see.
As we can see, Red Bull coming out of the pits of Royd for a slap on the mediums. Nathan also on a lap on the mediums. It'll be interesting to see what the medium times. Monster's gone for 35.2, which is probably a little bit off the pace than where he'd like, but we can wait and see. The Ferrari man, VT Law, is still in the garages. Dollar Tommy is going for a 3rd lap on this set of softs.
Wow.
He's gone for a 140.2, I think. What he might be doing is he's going for a set of mediums at the end, but he just wants to get a competitive time in, so he doesn't start last, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think that's what he might be doing. I think that's what Yuri's done as well. Which is, it's actually a really clever tactic when you think about it, because it means they have a guaranteed time on the board.
Yeah. But now Nathan is coming around the final corner in a set of mediums, and this lap looks okay as it puts him provisional P5. Scarmas invalidated his lap, who's out as well. I think
that's it. Oh no,
George Nader.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
follow him.
Let's have a look. He's come through turn 1 into turn 3 and shift to 2nd gear. It's quite difficult to get the traction down here. He's quite nailed it, as this is a really important corner. You want to get a slingshot?
Oh. Wow, really close to the wall there, but he's carrying on his lap. And the man who has got his maiden podium last week, so he is hoping probably to continue that form of performance till this week. This is going to be difficult, as the grid is already really shaping up to be a close one, especially in the top 3.
Yeah, but he's carrying on as he comes into what is the Singapore Sling. Of course, it's not the chicane as it was.
Yeah.
You can take a little bit of care on that, as he's a little bit all over the place coming through there. Into the hairpin, a lock-up can send you into that wall. He locks up a little bit, as that is the quickest way. But if you lock up too much, you will find yourself in a spot of bother. Down into what is Sector 3. Sector 3 is a lot slower than the rest of the track. Of course, Turn 1 is quite fast, but as you come over to where we did see... invalidation. Yeah, that wall is the one that catches out a lot of drivers. We've seen it catch out Steve and Luke, but obviously it didn't catch them out. There was a crash there. Stinson is also on a lap. He's just over the Anderson Bridge. Down the little bit of a back straight. Of course, there's the main back straight, but there's this one as well. Sky in the chat predicting Luke P20 to P1.
Ooh.
That's going to be very difficult.
But yeah, Stinson having his best result of the season so far last week in 4th place. So he's a good stroke of momentum, swinging his way from P15 to P13 and then slowly upwards to the point. So he's been on a good 2-week points at P5 and P4 run for the Williams team. As this lap really looks a bit shaky, just not really confident in the track, I guess. So he goes P7.
Yeah, really shaky lap for Stinson. He can definitely improve on that if he does put it together, but yeah, as you were saying, he's on a good run of form. Williams on a good run of form in total. Of course, Karem will be a little bit off the pace this race. His wheel did break and he has only got it back today, I believe. But he's here and he'll be hopefully as quick as ever. As at the start of the season, Williams weren't looking great. I believe you're the Williams team boss, actually.
Huh?
Are you the Williams team boss?
Yeah, still for 4 seasons, I think.
Yeah, you really did well getting Karem and Stinson in the team.
Well, we have a big surprise for next season, so...
Oh, I'm excited to hear that one.
I might tell you after the stream.
As Monsters off at turn 1...
Let's see what Benjamin will do.
Oh yeah, Ben, of course, we haven't actually spoken about him. He could win the championship today. As we've said that alright, but him himself hasn't set a lap. His rival is currently in 2nd position, and just
Benjamin
a little bit
already
off
has cancelled his lap, I think.
Yeah, that was slightly odd for Ben, unless he's setting a lap on a 0 ERS. He might be on a medium.
Cool Hands Carter is on provisional pole.
Yeah, that was his banker lap as well.
Yeah.
There's Rolex Rages on the lap. Oh, lock up as he's coming into the chicane. Yeah, try push here. You don't want to push this too much, as that wall is quite daring. See what he does here. Quite smooth through there, I can't lie. This hasn't been too bad a lap of what we've seen of it.
Let's see.
But, it could be better, of course. Let's see, will this put him on provisional pole position? Yes, it will. 1.32
improvement. Really good lap there.
Yeah, we didn't see the start of that one. It was obviously very, very fast, as he knows what he has to do today. And he puts himself on provisional pole position. Benjamin, he's really doing another lap on this same set of softs, or will he box for a new set? I don't think he'd have time to box for a new set, to be honest. But Ben is either very, very confident or just can't get a lap in. As we see the two AlphaTauris, we didn't really see Donna Tommy, but he is on 11th. Danny Heckamp's gone 12th. Ben's gone 9th.
But he really slowed down on the final straight.
So he obviously wants to start on the mediums.
I think he will.
Oh no, he's on the lap now actually. He's going again. He's turned the DRS and he'll be thundering through.
Not...
Oh no, invalidation.
I really cut the corner there.
It's all going wrong for Benjamin. But he'll find a way back. It's Benjamin. He'll find a way back. Yuri has invalidated his lap as well. There's still some drivers to set times. We haven't seen anything from George Nader. We haven't seen anything from either of the Ferraris. We haven't seen anything from Booleroyd. We've seen Krem out on track, but we didn't see him complete a lap time. None of these guys are on laps, but Palmer's about to start his. Yeah,
as I think Kerm's on the controller, as the steering wheel isn't back. This package got delayed, so he's probably now in the controller. But
Oh,
let's
no.
follow qualifying master Balliner through his lap there. He is really this season's master of qualifying. Last season that was Kai, and now his old teammate Balliner is.
Just a report on what happened with Luke. I'm after getting a clip sent to me by Luke, thankfully. There was 3 cars all crashed at that chicane there.
Wow.
For Luke to get past them, he had to reverse, and as he was reversing, he got killed by Steve. So it was just a case of wrong place at the wrong time. There was actually 6 or 7 cars stopped there, so that's why we didn't see any times for the first 5 or 6 minutes, as Alan hasn't validated his lap there. He'll have to go again. Seemingly correct his wheel, according to Kai.
Yeah. Well, let's see what George Nader will do. He's now 18th place, and his teammate is on provisional pole. It's really difficult, this track on the controller. I really struggle every year to like get the right angles. Especially turn 1 is really tricky. You really have a big advantage on the wheel.
Turn 1 is a very fast flick to the left, so I imagine that's really difficult on pad. But these drivers will know how to tackle it. So let's see what they can do. As we haven't really seen that big of a battle for pole position yet because of the strategy. Warwick's Rage seems to be taking this one quite comfortably, as he is 5 tenths ahead of Cool Hans Carter.
Well, let's see what George Nader will do. Is now approaching the end of sector 2. Yes, I think, yeah, that's on the end of this small DRS straight, as he's a 102. He doesn't really take too much of the track there, but really a lot of guys haven't set a lap time in. Only 13 guys have. That's not really ideal for the guys. So I really imagine this is a track. It's really hard to master. It really takes time and effort to put in to get a good level. But Warwick is still on provisional pole. Oh,
George Nader's pushed that a lot. He's gone 6th position. That's not too bad at all on the mediums.
Cool Hans Carter is improving in sector 2 by almost 4 tenths.
There's a lot of drivers who haven't made the line here. I think our graphics might be slightly off, to be honest.
Maybe a timing glitch.
Yeah, probably. That seems the most logical thing. As there's a lot of drivers who haven't set times. Warwick's Rage still on an outlap, so... Oh, here's Cool Hans Carter. Goes home provisional pole position.
Amazing lap, almost 4 tenths.
That's a great lap. Let's see, can Warwick's Rage beat that one on his 3rd attempt? It's going to be difficult. Tim Wentic is currently a 10th up. He's going into the 3rd sector. As 3rd sector, as we said, quite slow. Let's see, can he nail this one? As there's a 30-second time glitch, we've just been told.
Yeah.
As Balliner has gone 5th position on the mediums. That's a great lap from him. He's put himself the 2nd of the medium runners. Here comes Tim Wentic. Let's see what he can do. He's going to cross line, not going to be pole position. It's a 10th of a second improvement, so not too bad at all.
Well,
maybe Ben's out.
Oh,
Ben retired from the session. Here comes Danny Head-Camper. He's nearly 3 seconds up. Through the final corner, where will this lap put him? P8, not bad on the return to F1EuroLeague.
Really, oh, big thing. Oh, it's going to be P3
3rd position
for Malbo.
For the Red Bull.
What will Lore do? He hasn't validated it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He'll start at the back. As here comes Lorenzo Bandini rounding the final 2 corners.
And
that's going to be good enough for 11th.
That's all it.
No, Nathan has
and that
he's
is,
down
I think,
for 2
qualifying done.
So Cool Hans Carter takes pole position here in Singapore, the Canadian. That's a very nice lap, as we didn't see 4 drivers set times in that session, 2 DNFs and 2 drivers just not getting a time in.
But Benjamin starting P14 and his championship rival P2. So he has to have a big comeback race today. As you can overtake here in Singapore, but it's difficult.
It's very difficult indeed. Let's see, but Ben is a little bit of a comeback king. We've seen his amazing comeback in Belgium to outscore his teammate. Ben seemingly is happy with P14, is the reports I'm getting. To be honest, if I was leading the championship and got P14, I don't think I'd be the happiest. But it's Ben. We'll leave Ben to do his thing.
Yeah.
Seemingly the mediums are the better tyres.
Yeah,
By
they
a
really
mile.
are. You know, on a 1 lap scale, I think the softs after 3 laps are done here, as it's really a high temperature track and really asks much of the tire. But Colehan's Carter gets pole, followed by Warrage, Bouillard, Tim, Monster, Balliner, Yuri in a good P7, George Naden P8, the Headcamper P9, Notia Ryan rounds off the top 10 in 10th place, Lorenzo Bandini in 11, Nathan P12, Stinson P13, Benjamin P14, as Donkey gets P15, Dodo Tommy P16, and the guys without a time were Steve, Karam, Laura and Luke.
Yeah, that was an interesting qualifying. Very interesting. Oh, Stinson has a 10th place grid drop.
Oh. Wow.
Yes, I don't know what happened there. It could have been a little bit of a collision we've seen under the bridge. But he'll be starting last. He'll be starting last definitely with that one because he's 13th. So unfortunate, but we'll see what he can do. He'll be on a fresh set of tyres definitely, as he would have been any race now that I say that. But yeah. Ben's brother saying that's Steve's best quali. That's a bit mean. But strategy then. We could see some people start on the hards, although I think it is really slower.
Yeah.
People on the softs will have to do a 2-stop. That's confirmed.
Maybe what strategy would you do on the mediums? Should you do medium hard? It's really hard on the tire for this track, I imagine.
Yeah, medium hard is on paper quicker. But Singapore is a street circuit, and street circuits provide safety cars. So if you want to risk it, you can risk it. Yeah, but I don't know really. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I think is the best option in Singapore.
Yeah, so I think we're really in for a good race with Benjamin coming from further down the grid.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat here. So of course, make sure to stay watching because this is gonna get exciting. We heard it was a dry race that we'll have no rain, so at least we'll have that element of strategy to look forward to.
Yeah, I think strategy really can make the difference on this track. As you already said, the softs are just not made for this track. They were just too quick, run out. In
terms of tyres then, whoa, okay, everybody except Steve in the bottom 10 is starting on the hards.
Oh, wow. Still wanting to go.
Carter, of course, on the softs. So I'll let you finish that.
But yeah, I really something I wanted to say. Like last week when I was on pole in ARC's second race, after I technically won the first race after.
Let's not mention that.
No, but I imagine I had to in the first release race I had to do the safety car race, and I did have not a clue what I had to do. I didn't know when I was able to go, so I went too early and got a bad restart. But then the next day I had to leave the formation lab, and like a whole new world opened to me, as I'm always, you know, in the midfield in ARC. So it was like a good experience to be on the top for McLaren, but sadly got P10 in the end.
Yeah, of course, and I can relate into Hans Carter here. He's new to FEL.
Yeah, so raced in last week.
Yeah, I don't actually know where he came last week, but Luke took the win, so he obviously didn't win.
No.
Hey, this is going to be new for him to experience. So the top 4 are all on softs, alongside Ryan.
Yeah, but I think
Monster, Balliner, Yuri, George Nader, and Danny Heckamper are on the mediums alongside Steve, and everyone else on the hards.
I think why 31 laps? I think that's just too long for Singapore.
It's way too long for Singapore.
You have 27 laps in Monza, and I already find it really long to commentate on. Sometimes when you're commentating, it sometimes gets a bit boring, but 31 laps around this track, it really takes ages to get around this track for my feeling. I think it's the slowest race lap time, maybe equal with Spa sometimes, but Spa is, yeah, it's different.
Everyone loves Spa. Plus Spa is only 22 laps. This is 31.
Yeah,
this is an endurance race for the drivers.
Alright.
So
I never finished a league race on this track.
I'm sure there's some drivers here who have that same stat as you.
But yeah, let's see what will happen under the street lights of Singapore. Track which is really, in real life, it provides really good racing. On the game, it sometimes does. Let's see, yes, it probably will have the light glitch as well, as Cohen's Carter is starting from pole, followed closely by championship contender WarH, as they are underway, as Cohen's Carter gets a decent start off the line. Does WarH gets the better of him? Yes, he doesn't. So, well, but he stays in P2 as Boyward still in P3, as it's a clean start for Benjamin, who won one place and is first finding
Tommy.
Well, Cohen's Carter gets off clean there after turn number 1 and 2 and 3, as he now leads the pack, as Benjamin is here with a bit of a scrub with the two. With the Alfa Romeo
on the side of Tim. He's gone for the move. Get it done. Tim had a bit of a shaky start, getting involved
up now into P5. Let's see Benjamin. He is wanting to keep his nose clean, that's for sure. Is he going to improve from this little mistake from Nathan? He goes from the outside, minimum space, and is he going to make it work? Yes, he does. Really a championship, maybe one of the best moves I've seen so far in a while, as he really got a good timing there around the outside. But now everyone gets off clean from the line, no incidents yet. Oh, as there might be a little bit of a pile up there in the airport, which is a tricky braking zone without the lines when you're still so close at each other. Luke had a good start, as he is
under threat from Donkey. He's trying to go around the outside. This is
the Williams of Karam as well, but they keep it clean. As Luke, it's not over yet. Donkey's still there on the inside, but Luke keeps it for now. As Donkey really had a good race last week with a good point scoring finish, but that has been lap 1.
Coolhat's Carter pulling 8 tenths of a second over WarX Rage.
He's probably putting everything open he has. Oh, and there's a yellow flag for Steve. He has wing damage, big wing damage to the McLaren as well.
Yeah,
I think he was the only one involved there.
Unlucky for Steve. Very unlucky, as he's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane as well. That's unfortunate for him.
Oh, Ben has wing damage, his little brother says.
Let's see, he was involved with Dollar Tommy.
I can't see this half turn for it does. I don't see it on my screen, but it probably is. As you saw on P11, one place of the points, as Cohen's Carter is pulling away. It's
only light green damage for Ben.
Wow, Lorenzo Bandini already a time penalty. And falling down the yard in P14. Being pressured by Luke. Luke really a guy who started really good. Is he going to send it? Down the old infamous chicane where really cars could send flying into the wall. Which, whoa, really squeezing him there to the wall, but just, and there's constant wheel banging. But yeah.
Kremlin looks wing damage as well.
I saw front wing and plate flying, but really Lorenzo didn't left any space. Is now fighting back to Luke, as he touches the walls now. Very almost close. 3 wide.
Maybe.
Now Luke has the inside. Karam has a first row place for this show in front of him, and there's contact as Lorenzo and he almost sent spinning, but they both keep on track. You can say this is. You can say this is clean racing, but really it's hard but clean.
Yeah, it's very on the limit. As Lorenzo Bandini, big slide of oversteer. He's under attack from Karen now. And Karen practically pushing him around that corner. He's got a much better exit. Although
is he going to send it?
ERS.
Yes, he sends it. As to Lorenzo Vanini again wide, as he already has a time penalty, so he has to watch out with those as they really affect you in the end of the race.
Looks like Ballard has just got past
Oh,
Monster.
watch Lolo Tommy. He gets past Nathan quite easily as Benjamin is going for it, and no Ryan. Whoa, really big dive from there as he really locked up his brakes. Little contact there, but he makes it past the McLaren driver. So now on the
Ben is Ben's a man on a mission.
He is.
He wants to get back up. He does have that light wing green damage. Light wing green damage. Light front wing green. Damn, it's just Tim Wentic nearly losing the car in the other Renault. He's now going to be under attack from Yuri. Although, looks like Tim does have a little bit of an advantage on those soft compound tyres.
Yeah, but it's still been quite a clean start, only from the incident with Steve. But he's really close to the back of Stinson, so they might have collided together. But, oh.
Carter has lost lost nearly 4/10 that lap. Warwick's Rage now catching up to the Canadian. As Warrage knows he wants to win today.
Yeah, Warrage really wants to win, I'd imagine, as he wants to keep the championship alive, and if he takes the maximum points, he will really gain some time, or some points on Benjamin, as he isn't on the place where he normally is at the front. He is now in P10, but he's quite
pillars.
Ooh.
Donkey and DOT Lure pulling into the pits.
Wing damage together, they work.
Yep, they're both getting a wing change, so there's something happened there, obviously. As Warwick's Rage is now attacking Carter at the front of the grid.
Yeah, he's putting pressure on the Canadian to force him probably into a mistake. But yeah, Warrage just wanting to get the maximum amount of points today, so he has the biggest chance of winning it next race. But he is in the less favored position as he's behind, and I think Benjamin is a man who is hard to beat on track. But he has now to get the maximum out of it today.
Yuri has found a way past Tim Wentink, who is really struggling on this set of soft compound tyres. He's losing quite a lot of time.
Yeah, softs aren't made for this track, and this is the living proof of it. Top 4 quite still close.
Yeah, it looks like Curry seems to be just doing a little bit of management of his tyres at this point in the race.
You can't really manage the softs on this track.
Yeah, no, you can't really.
Maybe stretch it one lap. But I think when you stretch it, you'll just only lose time, as it's just so many corners. As Bouillard is the first one of the top 3 to pit today.
Let's see, does the undercut work here? He'll be going for a set of mediums. As the Hards won't make it to the end, I don't believe. Just they are much slower. Nope, he is going for a set of Hards.
Oh, yellow flag as Steve is
retired.
Out. Oh no, isn't it going to cost a safety car? If it does, I think it's a big disadvantage. I think it's a big advantage. Oh, as Warrage now going for the lead. As it's a VSC and Warrage just on time for the VSC match. For the VSC message. So he's now into the lead of the Grand Prix. Well, this might really helps out Bouillard, as he is now, he's pitted under half of the VSC conditions.
Yeah, this has helped out a lot of people. It's helped out Tim, as he did have to get a wing change, so I think Tim and Yuri made a little bit of contact. Warwick's Rage getting the move done, of course, as I think we might be getting ready to go green, because they are backing off. Yes, we are just going green.
As Warrage maintains the lead, as I imagine he wants to pit ASAP, because I'd imagine those tires are screaming to get off them.
Yeah, they're definitely 60% thereabouts.
You can't
this season, as Ben has gone past one of the Alpha Tauris of Dollar Tommy. He's now on the back of the other. As I think Warwick's Rage will be making a pit stop this lap to get off them soft compound tyres. They are just dreadful at this point in the race.
Yeah.
He's staying out, actually.
Well, as Kuan's
Carter is in, and Ballard, of course, is on a set of mediums, so he won't be pitting any time soon. Carter has gone, he's going to go for a set of hards, so I don't know if these are going for the one stop or if they're going for the two
Maybe they're
stop.
gambling to for a safety car.
Yeah, probably. That could be a safe option, or it could be a really bad decision, because
Yeah.
it just depends, to be honest, of what happens in the race. It's been fairly clean so far, however. As Booyroyd has jumped Carter. That BSC helped out Booyroyd very much, as Benjamin Bullock is trying to get past Danny. He's got it done, actually, round the outside. Not a bad move for the
He's
Renault.
a man on a mission. Actually, it's a favourable strategy, I think, with the reversed one. So, yeah. But let's see how much Balliner will gain on War Rage. He's now gained 1.5 tenths so far on this lap. As I really think now he'll start to gain a lot of time in the trickier corner section of Sector 3. I imagine those times of War Rage must be around 70%, so they really want to...
He's stretching this as much as possible.
I don't know if that's the best thing you could do. I really am curious to see what Coolhand's car will come out when War Rage will rejoin the track.
I think War Rage is definitely going to go for a set of hards.
Yeah.
Because he would have pitted by now if he was doing a two-stop to make the most of the fresh tyres, as it looks like Luke and Karen having a little bit of a scrap as he's in.
Well, let's now go on board with Cohen's Carter, as he is now in the beginning of Sector 3, so he has to maybe make a little push, but he's been overtaken by Booyroyd, who did the undercut on him. Is Booyroyd going to make the double undercut for the provisional lead of the Grand Prix? That will be really amazing for him.
War Rage on hards, so he's going for the potential one stop.
Let's see what will happen. Booyroyd now around the final corner, as War Rage is now exiting the pit lane. It is really, and I think Booyroyd has it. Booyroyd in the provisional lead of this Grand Prix.
Really good job, Carter as well.
Yeah. So another good decision by War Rage there to stay out, as he loses 2 positions to guys who aren't easy to overtake, I'd imagine.
Fast lap of the race for VRT Lore, and you're being asked just to put the tyres up by the stream chat, as Balliner is now your new leader at the lead of the race. Let's see what he can do. He is followed by George Nader, who, as we said, got his first podium last week. He's doing a great job, so good far. He's followed by Monster, and we have Yuri Ben up to 5th.
Yeah, is Laura going to send it? I imagine he wants to, but he doesn't. As he keeps his Ferrari out of the back of the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, these four are in a little world of their own at the back of the grid here. If safety car is what's needed to bump them up the gutter a little bit, because
GG's for them to continue running. So
yes, of course, very well done to keep out there. Nobody on the soft compound tyres now. Everybody either on a new set of mediums, a new set of hards, or an old set of mediums and an old set of hards. As the race, it's tied down a little bit, but I'm sure it will be picking up when we see everybody making their pit stops.
Yeah, it's now really from Booyroyd upwards, everyone still has to make a pit stop. And I think Balliner might be in a really good spot here, as he can extend his mediums to the hards, and he can make the most out of those hards. As I'd imagine the hards of the soft starters might be a little bit screaming in the last 5 laps of their stints. So they almost have to do 25 laps on those hards.
That'll be difficult to manage. Of course, tyre wear is just so high around here, and it's not even really the fact it's a high tyre wear track, it's more the fact the amount of laps there is.
Yeah, and
31 laps.
And the corners are really just high on the tyres.
Yeah, they're very slow corners. We don't have any fast lefts and rights.
Yeah. It's just really an awkward track sometimes. With those slow corners, with those 90 degrees ones. It's just... yeah. It's not a track I would really favour. But in real life it produces good racing, so...
yeah, it's a great track once you nail a lap. But if you're talking about managing your tyres, it's painful. As, the really closest battle on track is probably Luke. He's attacking Nathan. Oh no, it's actually the back of the grid between
I was watching
four. We have Ryan versus Stinson versus Donkey versus Lore. Nobody making moves yet, as it's difficult to do at this part of the track. But is Donkey going to try around the outside on IFR Stinson? He's going to look for it at least. Absolutely nothing to lose. He's going to try around the outside into the difficult section of the track. That is a beautiful overtake from Donkey.
Wow. Is Lore going to follow
Lore's
him
going
through?
for him as well.
Oh, is there contact?
No,
And
no.
again, and Stinson has been spun round.
Oh, that is difficult, as Yuri has found a way past Monster at the top of the grid as well.
Ooh,
So that is
interesting.
that's interesting.
The
Is
timing
Monster
is a bit
losing
glitched.
time? Maybe we'll have to wait and see. Stinson is in the box. I think a manual retirement maybe on its way. Yep, there we go. He's had enough. But it looks like
Yeah.
Donkey's trying to get past Ryan now. He's got to go around the outside again for another turn. And he's got it done before they even reach the straight. So Donkey's looking very nice.
And Laura
On
again
these first
follows
set of
him
mediums,
through.
Laura going to go again and follow him right through into the
Oh.
brakes. Pushes NOZ Ryan a little bit wide, but
Benjamin
it's all
going
clean.
for that Monsters. Monster made a mistake as Benjamin up into P4.
Monster really struggling these last few laps. He was passed by Yuri at the start of the lap. He's now been passed by the potential championship winner today, VT Benjamin. If it stays how it is, he'll do just that. But of course, pit stops do have to be made. Ben's brother saying in Singapore you also had a Renault crash gate, and Tim and Ben are racing for Renault. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that, as George Nader now makes his way into the pits.
Short stint on the mediums, 10 laps.
Yeah, that's very short. What tyres is he going for? It's a set of hards. So he might have been struggling a little bit. Will Booleroyd get out in front of him? I imagine he will with ease, as... yeah, he's passed, Carter is passed, and his teammate has passed. Tim Wentick might even get the jump here with George Nader. He has! Great job from Tim to get back in this one, as Ben is now in third position, as he did fully complete that move on Monster.
Yeah, so I'd imagine he's now behind his teammates championship rival. Oh, and there's Ryan retiring
now,
to the
it's in the
pits.
pits.
Yeah, I'd imagine Tim wants to close up to Warrage and then overtake him and haul him up as long as possible, as he is now closing up to them. As there's a little bit of a train starting to form behind Booyworth, the potential leader after the pit stops.
Bit of a train starting to
Benjamin.
hold up behind Dollar Tommy as well. He's holding up Nathan, Luke, Karem, Lorenzo Bendini, and then of course Booyroyd, Carter, Warwick's Rage and Tim. And George and Ada are all catching up to that, so we might get a DRS train for in a little bit. Although Balliner has pulled 5.4 seconds over Yuri.
Wow.
He's doing an awesome job.
They're really showing off his skills in the streets of as Yuri goes into the pits. So Benjamin now promoted again in position, now by pit stop overtaking, as he is now up to P2. So let's see where Warrage will get in.
Monster and Danny also in.
Yeah, as the mediums will now probably start to get to the end of their lifespan.
I wonder will we see anyone try anything different and go for a soft? No, nobody was going to do that. That's stupid. I don't know what I was saying, but that is a stupid strategy. But Yuri now comes out behind George Nader, meaning Tim's got the jump on a lot of drivers here. Drivers who he was behind originally. He has done really well, but he's to make another pit stop before the end of the day, as he's in a set of mediums. And they won't go to the end.
No. I bet all my money I make in my life to that. Now Luke was really close to the back of Nathan, but wasted all of his ERS really. But as Nathan really has a lot of ERS still, as now Tim is really close to the back of Warrage, and he probably wants to overtake him ASAP so he can hold him up for his teammate, as already said. As yeah, that's what teammates are for.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be trying something on this lap, or maybe the next lap, as he does have the DRS. In terms of VRS, however, he's not winning lap battle. He's 12-13%, and Warwick's Rage has about 50%. Plus Warwick's Rage does have He does the DRS as Balliner receives his first penalty of the evening. A 3-second time penalty, although he's doing very well. Law has found a way past the Alfa Romeo donkey at the back of the grid.
Good job there as Tim actually is in a Haas sandwich there. Wow. It's going to unfold in an interesting battle there.
As Bedini and Kremen. They are in for a set of the hard. Oh, actually, Karen's already on hards. He's going for a set of mediums. And so is
maybe damage. It's really an early pit.
Oh yeah, damage. They both have damage.
Wow.
So something's happened there, alright. They're both going to have to do another stop after this one. This just promotes everybody up another position, apart from those at the back. Although they've actually come out behind Donkey and Lure. That's unfortunate for those two.
Yeah.
They're both running decent races. This train is really developing behind Boothroyd.
Yeah. Oh, Tim almost steering in too early, but correcting his mistake there. As Boothroyd can't really do more than what he's doing right now. He has to take his tires as much as he can and maybe try to extend it to a soft in the end. If he can take them to lap 27, I'd imagine. Maybe 26, as he's probably getting fresh softs on his car. Tim gets a time penalty.
Yeah, and that's another one actually. I'll double check the penalties now. 3 seconds for Balliner, 6 seconds for Donald Tommy, 3 for Tim, 3 for Monster, 3 for Danny, 3 for Lure, 3 for Donkey, and 3 for Lorenzo Bandini.
That is not good for especially Dollar Tommy and Balliner, as that might play a big part in the end. As Benjamin is closing in on...
He's closing in rapidly.
Yeah. 4 points.
George Nader has got past Tim.
Oh!
Oh, Tim into the pits. He's going to go for a set of hards, I believe.
And wing damage.
He does have wing damage. So Tim, once again, breaking his wing. It's another set of mediums for Tim.
I don't think the mediums can go to him, but
I don't think so either.
No, just put a set of hards and I think you make it. 20 laps will do. Now Donkey is... Nathan is to the back of Dollar Tommy. After... sorry.
Carter also on the back of Boothroyd as well. This is for the effective
Dollar
race
Tommy
lead.
made a mistake. This really allows Nathan to get within a striking distance of the Dutchman. Wow, look how close. Maybe on this DRS straight, Nathan has a lot of DRS. Same for Dollar Tommy. Cam gets a time penalty, but not enough to overtake yet. So Nathan has to wait more.
Nathan's struggling out of that corner actually.
Yeah,
he's lost an awful lot of time there.
Off the wall.
As cool hands Carter. He's running second position effectively. As Balliner is in. Balliner is in to the pits for a set of hard compound tyres. He's going to go to the end, although we have to see where he comes out.
Into the lead of the Grand Prix. Where will Balliner rejoin? Is he going to come out ahead of Boothroyd? I think he's going to come out behind this train.
That's unfortunate for him, as he's going to be held up by these lot. Although, this is where the race lead is.
We were in a provisional race.
He's come out 4.2 seconds behind George Nader.
But Yuri is on the back of him as well, with Monster behind him.
Yeah, Balmer's lost out a little bit there in terms of George and Warx Rage, as Warx Rage letting his teammate through.
Ooh, that's interesting for the champion.
Maybe George feels he can attack Hans Carter a bit more, as he does have 3 lap newer compound tyres.
Who knows,
Nathan getting away past Dollar Tommy as well, as they just got through the Singapore sling.
Good.
Oh, Carter trying a Boothroyd. Contact is made.
Has he got wing damage?
Oh no, Carter, that is... It looks like Brewer was very slow. He doesn't have wing damage, I don't think. Well, he's nothing visual as Graham has left the session. George Nader's definitely going to be trying to find a way past now. That was a bit of a rookie error from Carter, to be honest.
Yeah, just too greedy, I think.
You don't go for a move there in the middle of the race. We are literally just striking halfway distance. You don't go for a move there.
We're not even halfway.
No, lap 16. So we're nearly there.
Nearly. It's going to take ages, this race.
Yeah, it's a very long race as we
I don't
nearly
want
an hour into the stream. So it's a very long race. Yeah, we're 54 minutes in. As Tim is gaining on Lorenzo Bandini, of course Graham's disconnected as Graham's AI is deciding he's going to make a pit stop. As Donkey also deciding he's going to make a pit stop. He's an AI, however, that one is manual. As Tim Lentig sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:38 flat. Wow. Not a bad job.
No.
Ben is leading the Grand Prix by 12.4 seconds.
And as George Nader is fighting with Cohen's Carter. He almost sends it, but he backs out of it last moment.
As Booleroyd is now getting stuck behind Dollar Tommy, of course. Dollar Tommy hasn't made a pit stop yet. Booleroyd has.
Oh, as he lets him through there.
As people want you to show his tyres again, Matt.
Ben
has yellow wing damage. He doesn't visually. I'll have a look at his steering and see. I did see him running very slow. As Aaron's saying, I tell him on PSN, yeah, I'm not the one streaming, so I can't really show you. Yellow flag is 52, it's Tim. Really... Tim's brought out a virtual safety car.
Oh. No wing at all. Tim Scott has to get another one.
Wow. Tim. That doesn't look suspicious at all, as Dollar Tommy is diving into the pits.
They already did it in VRL, those two.
Yeah, I know. I'm only kidding, I don't think they'd do it in FEL. Well, it didn't work if they did try, because it's only brought out a VSC. Which is...
Well, it's only a VSC, and it won't really help Benjamin, as he hasn't gained any time to Luke or the other guys.
No, if that is a crash
when you do it properly, good. Like
Tim's retired from the session now. He's crashed again.
This must be on purpose. Why don't you go into the pits, my man? Why did he crash? I want to see.
Crashed the last corner.
I'm going to follow the guys.
Yeah, I'm a Crimes AI.
I already despawned. Good luck for the stewards.
People want you to show the tyres, by the way, just if you can get them.
I just did that.
Keep them up there.
But it's not that interesting. It's only the mediums on Lorenzo Manini, Dollar Tommy, and Karam, and everyone else is on the hard tyres. It's not that interesting.
Ben's brother just saying wasn't on purpose. Yeah, we know. We're only having a little bit of a joke, as Ben's losing time now with this wing damage. He's into the pits, actually, for a set of mediums. Won't go to the end, will they?
Bellender got 14 laps out of him, so he might has.
Maybe. Yeah, he has to go for them. So
a wing change as well.
Carter picks up 3 seconds.
Benjamin rejoin? Will he rejoin in front of War Rage?
No, he won't. He's behind. He's well behind. He's going to come out just in front of Danny. He could be behind Danny even, maybe.
He's going to get behind. Wow, P11.
Ooh, not good for Ben. At least outscored the Haas.
But it's a big train ahead of him, with War Rage included.
Yeah, this is going to be a little cut through the pack job for Ben. It's going to be really exciting to see him try this.
Yeah, he has the fresher tyres, so I'm already looking forward to it.
I certainly am as well. George Nader inside the car.
Around the outside. Leaves no space at all, but
absolutely nothing. But his teammate has got past him. More Rage is going to now attack the Mercedes after they did that up with a switcheroo.
Corner's got a really aggressive on the defending side.
Carter wants to keep this position, but he's doing a little bit too aggressively on it.
And he's keeping a train behind him. Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow flag. Ben!
Ben is retired!
The two Renaults are out of the
Oh,
F1EuroLeague
no.
Singapore Grand Prix. Where's Ben all gone off? He's gone on straight at the Singapore sling.
Probably touched
This
the
is
wall.
all opened up.
Wow, this really is good for Warren.
This is all
he now
opened
can
up.
gain points for free.
There's definitely celebrations in the Haas party as Luke is... No, I thought he was making his way into the pits. Ben's brother has said that he turned into hard as my laptop has just died, so sorry for any of the stream comments.
Really caught off guard by all the new rubber he has behind his tires, underneath his car. But that's really unfortunate from Benjamin, as this will has to really benefit Warwick as he now can. If he finishes in P5, I'd imagine he wants to gain more positions.
Definitely, he is going to be trying
points.
Everything in his power now. As Ballmer picks up another tree.
If he wins this, I think he might be in real striking distance for the title next race.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he needs to do to see what happens. As seemingly the hard medium strategy is OP. Well, nobody's now on it.
Oh,
from
Jorginho going wide. No, Ballon is really close to the back of him. And this is where Benjamin, yeah, you can see, probably touched the orange barrier that and just flunk, shunted into the wall.
Yeah, maybe. As Ballon with a little bit of a lock-up.
Well, if there was a crash gate, it didn't really help at all, as both of the cars retired.
It was Crashgate, it was just really badly executed.
I think Flavio Briatore can teach them a lesson, the Renault guys. I
think even Claire Williams would be able to execute that one better if it was a Crashgate.
Even Andrea Moda guy would do it better.
What was that American F1 team that didn't even get you there? They do a good job. A Monaco F1 team as well. As Luke is making the pit stop.
Oh.
Yes, Campos.
HRT. Where will Luke return? I think he comes big time ahead of Lorenzo Bandini.
He doesn't have any Benjamin Bulwark to worry about being in front of him anyways.
Look how close the grid still is. It's all from one. Oh, Nathan is in the provisional. Did he pit yet? Let's see who pitted. Everyone pitted except for Nathan.
This is literally like the 2019 race where Antonio Giovinazzi was leading the Grand Prix because he hadn't pitted. It's the exact same.
And it's in the Alfa Romeo as well, so... Coincidence?
I say not. I wonder if Nathan trying to stretch it to go for a set of softs. Could that be possible? I don't know. I doubt it. He'd be losing way too much time.
Yeah.
Booleroyd so far is on course for a first FEI victory.
I don't know if he can stretch it.
I don't think he can stretch it, to be honest.
13 laps plus 11 is 24.
I don't think he can do that.
Maybe with the safety car. But
well,
I
with
don't
the safety
think
car,
so.
He'd be pitting for softs, or not softs, mediums.
Yeah. Well, only if the safety car is lap 25 or later. Otherwise, he wouldn't make it. Maybe to the mediums then.
Yeah. As Nathan is in.
Yeah, Nathan
he's gone for a set of mediums.
We were the race lead. So he made the undercut work there for the Red Bull team. As the Red Bull is as well one of the more successful teams this season. If they win this, they will have 3 wins to their name. The second most for a team this season, behind Renault. Williams
of course,
has
Luke
2
winning
wins.
in Luke winning in Brazil and winning
Italy,
in Italy. Nathan's going to come out behind Lorenzo Bandini. He's going to come out behind Dollar Tommy as well.
Oh no. It's all the way down.
So,
maybe Lauren is back. No. But now Luke has to make a big comeback if he wants to get some good results here. Just 7 points.
There still is a big train.
Yeah, and probably he'll catch them quite quickly as he has the fresher rubber. I think those softs will easily make it to the end.
The top 7 are all in a train.
Wow. It just really shows how close it is. And
It
Battlefield
really
also
does show
far.
how close. As we might see some people on the fresher rubber. George Nader is on 9 laps. Ballmer's on 5 laps. We might see him making some moves soon to drag it up to the race lead.
Yes, Luke almost gains a second in one sector to Headcamper. 2.6 of the train Headcamper is, so he's not really on the pace of those guys. Oh, as well, Balliner makes a little bit of a mistake by locking up there, as I might think War Rage will win this, as he's the only one in the top 7 train without a penalty.
Yeah,
Can you
I
maybe
was
check how
just
many
thinking
warnings he has? Can you please check that, Evan?
Yes, I can. I'll check that now. He's 2, so a penalty might be in the way, but he hasn't got one since lap 8, so he's doing a good job in
Luke is really
managing that.
pushing 5.5, so he took up 2.5 seconds in one lap.
He's really pushing. He wants to be on the back of Monster and getting involved in this. It'd be a great drive for Luke if he can.
Yeah.
Gets a few more points.
From last place to
19th, of course.
From last place to maybe first, as Kai predicted it. He has no penalties. That will play in his favor big time. So
Yeah, if you have no penalties in this train, you're doing very well. Another man we need to keep an eye on is Dollar Tommy as well. He's actually side by side with Nathan as we go down the straight, as Nathan's actually gone round the outside of him on the pressure rubber contact. Dollar Tommy's hit the back of Nathan there. As we're keeping an eye on him now, but it's for the wrong reasons, as he's just been overtaken by the Alfa Romeo.
oh no. Oh, but it's
Still-
just really close to look at the
Carter's
top
caught
3.
up a
Look how
bit.
close they are. Look at it. It's just
I know,
6 tenths
that's
separating
very
them.
close.
It's 9 tenths for a top 4.
Look, just look at that. When we go down the straight, we'll be able to see all of them on the one piece of tarmac. And do you think there's 10 laps to go and they're all this close? It's very exciting. As,
This is a good.
Somebody running
Yuri.
really wide. That is
Yeah.
Yuri. Him and Monster side by side now. Monster gonna try to get past. Quite easy for Monster to get that move done, as Yuri didn't make life easy for himself. Danny's actually catching up to these as well.
Yeah, it says he's 1 lap, but I think he's now almost into the DRS. As the timing sheet is a bit glitched
Yeah, the
with the
time
gaps.
sheet is glitched.
Looks within 2 seconds to an.
Oh, battle! As
Warwick.
Carter's gone very late on the brakes.
Oh.
George Nader gonna swap up the inside and gets 2 moves in one. Is there a bit of contact between the two?
there's
Yes, there is.
damage.
George Nader in the wall.
The
Damage.
infamous
His Balliner's
wall.
gonna go round the outside.
Oh,
George
he
Nader's going
shunts it
straight
into
on
the
into the
wall.
wall.
Oh
Big
no!
full damage for George Nader. Apologies. As this lets Boomeroyd unleash himself to the front of the pack. Balliner's got a position on that one as well, and now Luke is getting past George Nader. George Nader has messed that one up completely for himself. Although Carter didn't leave any space at all, but was there space left to leave? Could he physically do it? Oh, we won't know that until the steward's inquiry
think-
after the race.
Coin Scar has to be a bit more calm on defense. He really always shuts the door, I think. From what
Yeah,
I've
he does.
seen.
He doesn't like being overtaken, as they've just
But
caught
you
him
have to
straight
accept it. It's still in a. Just face it. You know, like you're bringing others in danger and ruining their race. And Warwick got off quite clean. He has no damage, as that is his luck there. So I really thought he was going to get damage after George just got sent into the wall by.
Yeah, I don't
Carter.
really know who's to blame for that one. George completely missed his braking heading into that left-hander and went straight in the wall. That was his fault.
Surprised by the lack of downforce.
Yeah, so that was completely his fault, as there was a yellow
Revised
flag
into
in
the pits,
Sector
yeah.
3. It is George Nader.
Such a shame. The Hastings would have got a really good result if they have continued this race on. But
Yeah, such a shame for George.
history tells otherwise. Luke is now side by side with Headcamper. He overtakes him as Luke is now closing to the train of drivers, and he has nothing to lose. From last place to, from now on, P7, and let's hope he'll at least bring the car home in a good position and Hopefully
He's
no
in a,
commentator cars.
he's in an absolutely amazing position right now. It can't really even be described how great he is. 3-lap old mediums, 0 penalties, and he's now in the DRS of Yuri, who's in the DRS of Monster, who's in the DRS of the top 4.
Yeah.
He's in a great position.
And the first rubber,
He's going to dispatch Yuri now.
Yuri has wing damage.
Oh, he does.
That
Yuri has
explained
wing
a lot.
damage.
But I think, and there's Cohen Scarter again, almost being overtaken by Warrage. Now he goes ahead of him, and there's again contact. Cohen Scarter still sticking his nose in. He doesn't want to give up the position. Now Bannon is side by side with him as he, and there's contact, and Cohen Scarter is going to be sent to the, and there's carnage.
It's chaos. Luke is now up to 4th position. He snuck his way through, damage-free, Warwick's Rage and Cool Hands Carter. Now, in a tricky spot, we could be on course for a Red Bull 1-2 if everything
Sorry, but
stays
I have to
the
say
same.
this, it's really too aggressive for Cohen's Carter. He's just
that one was Carter's fault. That one was completely his fault.
First with, and there's a yellow flag for...
It's Donkey's just going slow out of the pits. He's being lapped, so he's letting everyone through, that's very professional.
Yeah, but first of all, with when Warrage wanted to go side by side, as he's now
here goes Luke down the inside of Carter, trying something.
Cohen's Carter almost hits Warrage. Leave him
Luke
space.
needs to be careful here.
He leaves no space. Sorry, I just.
Yeah, that's not great from Carter.
It's not really professional, you know, like he's on fresher tires. If I was him, I'd just let him through on the straights to both lose as less time as possible, as now Buieward, his teammate.
Warwick's really wide. What has happened there is Luke is now
he hasn't got any damage. But
I think he's just locked up as Warwick's Rage is going to now lose 2 positions.
As Luke is on the tear on overtaking today, but really Cohen's Guard really aggressive on defending there. As I think Warrage really wants to keep his nose clean, but this is going to be an exciting end to the Grand Prix, as we really saw a big carnage in the last couple of laps.
Breweroid now 2.4 seconds at a cool hands. Whoever predicted Luke to go from 20th to 1st, please tell me the lotto numbers. Just tell me the lotto numbers, because he's on course to do it, as he is within 3 seconds of Breweroid and fresh tyres. Kyle, think you're a genius.
Well, I think this is going to be interesting with Luke, fresher rubber.
Danny's got past Yuri as well, so Yuri really struggling now. We can't ignore Nathan in this one as well. He's still in the great. Oh no, he's 7 seconds behind. Never mind, that was Donkey.
Well, let's see, what will Luke do? Is he going to overtake Cohen's Carter? Yes, he does.
Here he goes. This Carter just going to accept defeat this time.
Overtaking. Yeah,
Carter has no fight to that one.
There's now only his teammate ahead of him.
What a drive from Luke. What a drive. As George Nader stealing Luke's fastest lap now, so it won't be 26 points for Luke if he can take a win here. So I imagine he's going to be caught up to his teammate and just let him through. Warrage now is going to have to try find a way past Cool Hands Carter, because if he wants to stay within 3 seconds of Breweroid,
not on the pace Cool Hands Carter. He got pulled, but he just hasn't really got the race pace, I'd imagine. No, Luke can't win the championship.
These guys' tires are going to be really bad as well.
Yeah, let's see. They are 17 and 18 laps on, and by the end they'll be at 23 to 25. My math isn't too good in the weekends, but
we all got like that.
Yeah, Headcamper now really close to the back of Monza. I think we'll just switch that for a moment. As they make contact. As there might be a little bit nose damage for Headcamper there, as he might got surprised by Monster braking a little bit too early there.
Yeah, Camper's did a great job today, of course. It's his first race back in the AlphaTauri outfit, and he hasn't did too bad at all. He's going to make an easy move, I imagine.
He's now going for P6 at all. That's really a good drive there by Headcamper, you have to say. Probably spirited by the win of his club, FC Twente. Probably.
He's a die-hard Twente fan. He is a die-hard Twente fan. He'll be happy, and you're happy, of course, I take it. As look how much Luke has gained on Breweroid here. It just goes to show how OP this hard medium strat is. Imagine where Benjamin would be in this if he was still in.
Yeah.
Ben's lost
And
out on such a
imagine
big
if
opportunity here.
Juan's car made contact with the wall and still no damage to the car. War Rage left the session. Invite him quick if you can.
This is a fairy tale in the making, as I'm gonna get War Rage an invite straight away,
This
doesn't.
is disaster for him.
So what is his exact PSN? War X
underscore Rage. As he joined back. Good,
okay,
good.
He's got back.
He only lost one position, but he is real close.
He'll get that back by penalties.
and another one.
Danny's go past him now. Oh no! This is a little bit of hope for Ben, as he'll keep some points from this, I imagine. As that puts Danny now in 5th position, not doing too bad at all. As now Luke is going to be attacking his teammate. I don't think this one is going to be fought too hard, as War X Rage is now down to 8th position. As that's unfortunate for War Rage.
Yeah.
It really is. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who is in the wall? I believe it was Donkey.
I think Tommy.
Was it Tommy?
Monster, another time penalty is now. Luke is going for the lead. Is he going to make it 2 wins in a row here? Is it going to be a Red Bull 1-2? It looks like to be it. And
this has been a great race for Red Bull.
Is he going for the most wins of the season? He really is on the tear in this last couple of weeks. With probably his first win in Brazil, really boosting his confidence. I'm just going to take a quick look at the standings. Can he still overtake War Rage in the standings? I'd imagine
he might be able to.
Just let me get a quick look at it. He can still get War Rage if he wins this, and War Rage it stays like this. He will only get closer, but he has to. He will then probably be 1 or 2 points behind him, as War Rage is 152 and Luke 138. 138 plus 25 is 157. Something like that. No, 163 it will be. Yeah, and then Boyard with his 152. Sorry, War X Rage now in P8, as he already got back into his car. Yes, he did. So he's now out of the race. Yeah, as he is now probably trying to make a way past Zero and Monster to get back into P6. And
yeah,
but
we know he's quick. As he's gonna try something right now. Actually, can he get both of them in a straight line? Yes, he can. Very aggressive on Monster. Ooh, quite close for War X Rage. As now he's gonna go round the inside, and he gets the job done on Monster. Time to push on and catch up to Danny is his goal now.
Well, I think if Luke wins this, he could still be in contention for the title. Oh no, he can't. No, I think even if it stays like this.
Oh, Monster, going down the inside of Yuri. We've seen a lot of battles into this corner. Bit of contact made. It's quite stupid to go side by side through there, to be honest. It's not really the viable option. As now Nathan might be looking to get involved.
I think Benjamin can win the title today, because War Rage, if War Rage doesn't get above the 174 points, he's out of contention.
And what is he on now?
152.
Sorry, no. Yeah, that's actually what he needs to do. So he
has to get P2.
He's not going to get P2.
So Ben probably will win the title today.
We'll take the title today.
Wow. After all what's happened after he doesn't even have to finish his race and he will win it. Wow. It's sad to see. I think it's the first time. It's the first time in the league history. The champion will be crowned.
Nathan's around.
Oh,
Nathan is around. He's in the wall.
Well, the only thing that will help War Rage if there will be a safety car, but I don't think that will happen. He'll only gain 2 places. Not even one. Only if they have multiple penalties. But
War Rage has crashed in the pit lane. He's hit the pit wall. Oh god. I was
War
on
Rage.
board with him for that.
Nathan.
Sorry, no, Nathan, sorry.
But Ben will win
that
the
was
title
embarrassing.
today.
As Luke has now pulled 3.2 seconds over his teammate, so Luke can, if he wants, he can feel free to just take a cheeky corner cut, he'll be fine. As Ulroyd is
It's a
now
cheeky
5.9.
half corner cut, maybe just cutting the whole turn 1.
Although, knowing this man's luck, he'd probably get a 5 seconds.
Yeah, or just
Lore
spin
sets the
out.
fastest lap. Monster's out. Monster is out of the race as he crashed in a very dangerous location. If you go on board with George Nelly, you can see it there. That's unfortunate for him. One more DNF and this gives Lore points. He's 41 seconds behind.
No,
As we've
Lore
had a
won't get
lot of
points.
DNFs here.
Yeah, but it's not the most DNFs in the race. The most was from P17 to P5, all with DNFs.
Peace, yeah, that's a lot. That is quite a lot.
Benjamin will be crowned champion today. Wow, who would
He
have
will
thought
be.
that after all what happened after he crashed?
We had a hectic race here today. That's one thing for sure, but it's still not over. Balliner is going to be trying away past Coolhan's Carter. We might even still see a puncture from Bulroy and Carter, maybe. That could still be a possibility. 25 laps they'll have to do in
He
those
just
hard
wants.
combat cars.
I'd imagine the puncture warning will be sky high.
And I'd say it's 80% or something at this point, it has to be.
70 to 80.
Yeah, probably. Spangler is out of ERS, so is Carter, so is Danny, but Danny is still going to try and find a way past Spangler. Danny's nothing to lose, he ain't in any championship fight, or for any positions in the championship even. So it'd be interesting to see, can he find a way past Balliner? Could he possibly get back on the podium? As George Nader has got past Dollar Tommy. George Nader hasn't did too bad since he had that crash. He's had a decent comeback. He's probably going to manage to get Lorenzo Bandini as well.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if Danny's going to be able to find a way past Balliner, as Balliner does have newer tyres.
No,
His
I
DRS.
think he will be happy with a P5. Or he'll
I
just
think he'll
lose
be
one
delighted
position
with it.
to one position to Warrage. As Warrage gets to 162 points after this one. So if he gets P5. So probably the championship will be Ben's. As we're now in the final lap as Luke crossed the final time crossing the pit straight without seeing the checkered flag. As
George Nader fighting Lorenzo Bandini. Now he's got the job done. I wonder, can Tommy maybe get Lorenzo Bandini as well? It might be a bit of a possibility.
Who knows?
Just for the record, for what it means, Laura has caught 20 seconds on Dollar Tommy in the last 5 laps.
Wow. Well, I think this is the first 1-2 of a team this season.
I think it is. No, Renault won 2 in Austria, was it not?
I'm not sure.
It was definitely a double podium.
Yeah, maybe 1-3.
I think it was a 1-3. As Danny is still trying to find a way past Ballner here, as Ballner is trying to find a way past Coolhan's Carter. Carter has he did a decent race, but he was just way too aggressive with most of the defending.
Oh. Yeah, probably Warrage might be gaining 2 positions, so he'll get P4, but that will only give him 12 points. So he will be still 10 points shy of still being in reach of the championship.
But here comes Luke. He's rounding the final few corners. He's really, it's driver of the day, without a doubt.
Driver of the day. Wow,
from 19th to first position. No, he was 19th. Stinson was last.
Oh, but he is now crossing the line to take his 3rd victory of the season. As Buyrod, without a puncture, I think, gets home in P2 to make it a Red Bull 1-2.
What a great drive from those two. As Carter is going to get...
Will get P3 on the end. As
Where's Warrage gonna get?
Warrage. P6, he might have got a penalty in the end.
Warrage says 6th. I'll double check to see did he get a penalty.
P7, only 1/10 of Warrage. As it's now
He did.
Oh.
Well, that's it. Benjamin Ballwork.
Wow,
is your
Benjamin
season
is
6
champion.
FEL Drivers Champion.
What a climax in the end. Now, wow.
Dollar Tommy comes home to 10th, as Law will come home to 11th. He did take the fastest lap of the race, if that means anything to him. Oh, he's ran out of fuel.
Oh, but yeah, this Benjamin is your new Formula EuroLeague champion. Can you please invite the top 3 and Benjamin to the party? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Ivan? Thank you. Oh, but this has been a really long race, but it's been a good ending to it, as Benjamin gets crowned champion of Formula EuroLeague.
And just a quote from Kai, Carter playing with his life.
As Luke gets his 3rd victory of the season, equaling Benjamin's amount of wins in this season. But yeah, he really was the best out there today with his teammate, making it a 1-2 for Red Bull. Ismail will be really happy to see that one, and then Mercedes back on the podium after I think was quite a dry spot for the team. But yeah, it's Benjamin, your new champion. Wow. As Luke wins the race without a penalty, 52 minutes and 30 seconds. As Boeyward gets into P2, and it's Cohen's car to P3. Balliner in a strong P4. Headcamp P5. Warrage sadly out of contention, but he's in P6. Yuri gets good P7. George Nader P8. Lorenzo Bandini P9. Dollar Tommy P10. Lore P11. Donkey P12 and Karen P13. And the DNFs are Monster, Nathan, Benjamin the champion, Tim, Enosha, Ryan, Stinson and Steve. Wow, that has been a really good race.
It was a very good race. I'm unsure if Benjamin will be joining the interviews as he's going.
I hope he will be. As
we have the podium sitters, and the man who came in P3 has just joined us.
Hi.
Oh, and it's Coolhands Carter joining the session. Oh, sorry, the party. Well, first of all, congratulations on your first podium in FPL.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think one topic of today was your really aggressive defending stuff from almost everyone. What's your take on that?
I didn't think going into the race that I would have pace to even be top 5, but I got pole somehow, and then it just worked out, and I was just defending for my life. I also thought the Hasses were being a bit aggressive, which was kind of annoying, so I had to defend accordingly. And yeah, it was difficult, but I'm glad to come out with the podium.
Well, let's see if you keep it in the end of the steward reports. But yeah, still GG, you did it on track, and yeah, but thank you. Then Luke, really congratulations on your 3rd win of the season and 2nd in a row. Really GG's.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That must really feel great after starting P19 from which seemed
Luke,
to be
just for the record, somebody called that win. Kai called that.
Really?
Yeah, he
said
in the chat.
Luke P20 to P1. He called it.
No,
Nice.
but really, GG's Luke. This must feel really great. Ending the season on a high note almost. Still one race to go.
This is really nice, especially after quali. Like, I was so unlucky. I was okay with the incident. I was like, I'm just gonna try and have fun in the race, but to win it is actually, it feels really good.
Yeah, and yeah, really good job today. Really at the best pace, making the reverse strategy work. Yeah, really good job today.
Thanks.
As we'll have to wait till if Benjamin, as now we were the man in P2. Congratulations, Bo. How much does it feel? First podium in FPL, I'd imagine. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and I'm curious, how much did you tire yourself in the end? Only 60?
What?
How? We were saying 70 to 80, maybe 90 even. Did you even add the puncture warning?
How?
How?
Oh,
Max
the
Verstappen
Austin lost really
2.0.
long.
Well, both guys really a good job, Luke, Bo, and Carter. Well, yeah.
I don't think Ben is joining us for the interviews.
No, that's really sad to see the
he
champion
had
not
to go.
joining us. Yeah, he's champion.
He's champion. He's taken it. War Rage unfortunately had a not lucky doing it.
No, he still wouldn't. Only would have got it if he won, or P2, because he had to get 174 points, and he only got 160 at the moment. As Luke, you've overtaken Warrage as well in the standings, I believe.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, you had 138 plus 125 is 163. So you're almost I think you're equal or just 2 or 3 points ahead of Warrage. So you're still probably going to finish P2 if you carry on like this.
Well, that would be really nice, I think.
Yeah. Ow. Oh. Well. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been a really great race and double championship for Renault. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next week at the season's final in Abu Dhabi. And all stay safe, and I hope to see you next week.